No, 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 no. You're not on drugs. You're not tripping. Your vision is clear. It's the King Leroy, and I'm really here. Back at it with another banger. Back at it with some truth. So today I got a video for you. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to increase your work ethic. Because this is so important. You have to have a work ethic that is insane for you to become him. For you to become that man who is accomplished. That man who is successful in every aspect of his life. That man that speaks his mind. That man who has the capacity to choose the way he thinks. For you to become that man, you have to have an insane work ethic. So I'm going to teach you how to increase your work ethic so that you'll be him. You become that nigga, that man who is accomplished, who is successful to the point that the world is going to label him as a villain. Because that man doesn't abide to societal norms. Nah, that man defies societal norms. So you got to have a work ethic for you to become him. And I'm going to be teaching you exactly how you can increase that. So before we get into the video, y'all make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I would teach you when it comes to increasing your work ethic is you have to understand that as a man, your work is your purpose. Your work is your duty. You see, you are not a unique snowflake. You are a man, and men work. That's how it is. Man has to work. It's there even in the Bible. A man has to work. That's how it is. There's no way around it. Your body knows it. It's embedded in your DNA. That's why you see that when you spend hours binge watching a series and eating some junk food, acting all relaxed, acting as if it's so cool, at the end of the day, you're going to feel depressed. You're going to feel like you're doing something wrong. This comes of the fact that your own body knows that you're supposed to be working as a man. You're not supposed to be comfortable. And this is the reason that even the millionaires that you see, they too find things to do, things that will occupy them during the day. That's what they do because they understand that as a man, you can't just be sitting. You can't just be there. So you have to understand that as a man, your work is your purpose. Your work is your purpose. Whatever work you are doing, whatever it is you are doing, that's your purpose. So understand that and you will increase your work ethic. So the second thing that you need to understand if you are to increase your work ethic is that as a man, you are born without value. You see, this is the best and worst thing about being a man. It's bad in the sense that you are building from nothing. You are starting from zero. Well, you're actually lucky for starting from zero because most of us were starting from minus 20 or something like that. We're not even starting at the starting point. We're starting way behind. So it's bad in that case, the fact that as a man, you start from ground level. You don't have anything. No one hands you anything. You have to work for everything. And then it becomes beautiful in the sense that everything that you're going to accomplish, you can then claim it and say that, oh, this was done because of me. That's when it becomes beautiful. So it's the best and the worst thing that can happen to you as a man. The fact that you are born without value, that's the best and the worst thing. Everything that's going to happen to you is going to be attributed to you, to your work ethic. So the better you understand this, that you are born without value, the more you work. Because here's the thing, society doesn't regard a man without value. Women want status. Women want a man who is accomplished. But you are born without all that. You have to work for it. You have to work for it. You have to earn it. So the sooner you realize that I am without value, but society demands me to have value as a man, if I'm to be noticed, if I'm to be regarded, if I'm to live the life that I want, I have to work for it. You have to get that through in your mind. You are without value when you're born. You're not a woman. You see, when a girl is born, her value is assigned there. It's assigned at birth. Her beauty is her value. The more beautiful she is, the more value she has. You see, a girl can have nothing going on for her and instantly see a man who is rich, and instantly she'll also be rich if that man chooses to marry her. But as a man, you can move like that. Andrew Tate once said that if you look at the chessboard, right, you'll notice that the king moves one piece at a time, one move at a time. But if you look at the queen moves from this side of the board to that side of the board instantly. And this is a reflection of our society, because as a man, you have to be working one step at a time. But women, they just, because women are with value, women are born with value. But as men, we have to work for it day by day, step by step. So you understanding this will get you to work. It will just push you, motivate you to work, understanding that I don't have value, but I have to work for it, because society disregards a man without value. You work, trust me. Understand that. As a man, you are both the sculpt and the sculptor. You are both, you are the painting and you are the painter. That's how it is. You choose how you want to live. You choose how you want to live. Get that through in your head. Understand that. So you understanding that as a man, you are born without value. This will motivate you to work. This will motivate you to work. So moving on to the third point. The third thing that you can do to increase your work ethic is find a reason to succeed that is bigger than you. You see, what I mean by this is everybody wants to succeed, right? Everybody wants success. And most times people want success because, well, it's just good. It's good for them alone. And when it's good for you alone, you can sometimes settle for just good, not even successful, but you can just settle for average. What I'm trying to say is, if you think of success, right, and you think of it and say that I want success for me alone, if that's you, then you'll find that it's easy for you to settle for just average, because you're not holding yourself responsible for anyone else, for anything else. So if you attach your success to something greater, something which is bigger than you, for me, that's my family. For me, I have to succeed for my family. The reason that I have to for my family. And that motivates me each and every day. I have to for my family, not for me. Because if I said that I want success for me alone, I'd find that some days I just say I'm sick. I'd settle for average, because I know that, well, average ain't really bad for me. But for my family, no, they're not worth average. They're worth the best, and I'm gonna give it to them. I'm talking about my aunties, I'm talking about my grandmas, I'm talking about my cousins, I'm talking about everybody who shares a little connection with me. I'm gonna level them up. And average is not enough. So because I found a reason that is bigger than me, I am motivated to work each and every day. Each and every day, whenever I feel tired, I'm like, well, my family deserves the best, and I'm gonna do it for them. So I advise that you find a reason to succeed that is bigger than you, and you can see that working gonna be easier for you. So the fourth tip that I can give you when it comes to increasing your work ethic is understand that the world rewards pain with pleasure and pleasure with pain. I am gonna put it in simple terms. I've said this before when I was talking about 5 things that every man who is between 17 and 35 should know. Y'all go and watch that podcast later. But I say this, I said it before, right? And I say this. Understand that the world will reward you with the exact opposite emotion you are seeking. The world rewards pain with pleasure, and it rewards pleasure with pain. If you seek pain, the world will reward you with pleasure. However, if you seek pleasure, the world will reward with pain. And I gave an example like this. There's a reason that if you look around, right? Look around in your hood, in your society, wherever you live, look around, and you see that the people who were partying in their 20s, they will have shitty 30s. They will have 30s whereby they'll be regretting all the time they wasted partying. But the people who were grinding in their 20s, going to the gym, working on their businesses, working on their mental health and everything else, those people, they'll see that their 30s will be more fulfilling. They will have better 30s. Why? The world saw that they were seeking pain, and now they will be rewarded with pleasure. The ones who are seeking pleasure, they'll be rewarded with pain. That's how the world works. That's how it works. The ones who sit around eating junk foods and watching movies, at the end of the day, they will have what? Pain. Because the whole day they were seeking pleasure. At the end of the day, they will have pain. They'll look at themselves and then they'll be like, I'm fat and I don't want to be fat. The ones who were spending hours in the gym, at the end of the day, they will look at themselves and see a body that is lean, fit, and they'll be happy with it. Why? They were seeking pain. And the world, like I said, rewards pain with pleasure and pleasure with pain. So you have to understand this. And when you understand this, you understand that right now you're working, right? That's you seeking pain. But the world, what does it do? It will reward you with pleasure. So you understanding this will just motivate you to keep working. So yeah, that's how it goes. And the fifth tip that I have when it comes to increasing your work ethic is find pleasure in whatever your work is. Whatever your work is, find pleasure in that. I say that your work is your purpose, right? The first point that I gave, I said your work is your purpose. Remember that, and you'll be motivated to work. Now, what I mean is, you gotta love whatever it is that you're doing. I don't care whatever it is. I don't care if you hate it. You gotta find a way to love it. You gotta find a way to love it, because the sooner you do that, the sooner you'll find it easier to do. If you whine about your job every day, you find it difficult for you to get up every day in the morning because you don't want to do it. So find a reason to love whatever it is that you're doing. Find it. Force yourself to like your job. Force yourself to like your job, because that's your purpose. I say this the first point. I say that your job is your purpose. Your work is your purpose. As a man, your work is your purpose. Whatever your work is, that's your purpose, right? Now, find a way to love your purpose. That's how it goes. Find a way to love your purpose, and it will be easier for you to work. You see that you'll be a little more motivated. You see that you will not find it as difficult as it was getting up in the morning. So yeah, that's it for my tips to increase your work ethic. Y'all make sure you drop me a subscribe, you like, you comment, and yeah, villains, we out.